Okay, in terms of your left hand with playing the bass, these four fingers, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, are going to be used to press down the strings in between different frets in order to create notes. Your thumb should sit behind the bass, and you don't want to tilt it like this. You don't want to have it like this. You want to be like this. And sometimes it's easier to kind of like get it in weird positions, but you've got to try to want to keep your thumb at a 90-degree angle from the ground. Or I mean, depending on that's if your bass is at a horizontal angle. But you want to try to keep your thumb straight up and down to the neck, just like it's one of the frets. And then your fingers should stretch out, covering these four fingers should cover 4 frets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I understand that in the beginning it's difficult. It's hard to reach with your finger. And I don't have particularly big hands, but over time your hand just starts to stretch and become limber in that way from practicing. A good exercise to achieve this with your fingers is the chromatic scale. The chromatic scale, C-H-R-O-M-A-T-I-C, chromatic. Chromatic means you're going by half steps. Would be to go like this. Press with your first finger on the first fret, your second finger on the second fret, your third finger on the third fret, and your fourth finger on the fourth fret. And so if first you play the open string, which means you don't have your fingers pressed at all, just the open string, just the E string. And then you play your first finger on the first fret, second finger on the second fret, third finger on the third fret, fourth finger on the fourth fret, and there you go. And you can go back down. Fourth finger, third finger, second finger, first finger. So all together it's like this. Open, first, second, third, fourth, third, second, first, open. And just practice that for a while. This will make your fingers strong, and it'll get your hands in the right position to be able to play a multitude of great bass lines as you go on. Next, go up to the A string and do the same thing on the A string. Open, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, third finger, second finger, first finger, open. Maybe I'm going too fast. Go slow in the beginning. Might hurt your finger, might hurt your hand, might cramp up a little bit. Just take your time. If it starts hurting, stop and then start again. Over time, it will become easy if you keep at it. Bass playing takes a lot of practice. Then go up and do it on the D string. Do it a few times and up to the G string. Be sure to be patient and take your time when you're doing these exercises. Do them slowly. Try to get a good sound. You don't want to get a buzzing, weird sound. Try to get a nice, whole, full tone, and take pride in your sound. It's very important. And no matter what, lots of different people could play the same bass, but everybody has a different sound. It depends on your nervous system, depends how hard you hit it, depends what type of person you are, but everyone has a different sound. One guy can go like this, and it sounds one way. Another guy can go like this, and it sounds another way. Everyone's got a different feeling, and everyone has a different way. So you want to concentrate on your sound, get a full sound, and work that chromatic scale to make your left hand strong. them all together. The chromatic scale is a great way to exercise, use all your fingers and get strong. And over time, you'll move the position of your hand. So if we call this first position, because your first finger is on the first fret, then if you went up to here, to the fourth fret, you could call that the fourth position, because your first finger would be on the fourth fret, and you would do the same thing over here. Okay, so but we're going to start off for this lesson staying in the first position and doing like we just did. Open, first, second, third, fourth, third, second, first, open, and keeping your thumb in the same position, not sliding your thumb around, but you keep your thumb in that first position, keep your hand in that position, and it's difficult to stretch at first, but over time it will become easier and you will begin to rock.